Okay, so next up we have headings. These are always a little tricky. Now, if you saw my video earlier about double spacing, if you notice, if you go in here and highlight it all, go back to paragraph. Actually, I have something at the bottom here. So let me just go here and I'm going to highlight this. You can see, thankfully, it is all still double spaced. So we're good to go. Now, one of the mistakes I sometimes see students make is at the start of their paper, after the title page, they'll have a section here called Introduction. In APA, we actually don't use the heading as introduction. Instead, you want to put the title of your paper here. So in APA, having the title of your paper here, in addition to having it, of course, in the title page, signals to your reader that this is an introduction. So you can go ahead and then put in your introductory remarks here. After that, we want to start a new heading, and I'll explain why in a second. But as a first level heading, so the same as with your title page, you want to make sure that this heading is also centered and bolded. Now, sometimes I see students make this mistake. So they'll have the title here or the term introduction if used incorrectly, and then they'll put their next level heading here. Now, the reason that that is incorrect is if you recall, this part here was your introduction. If you have a second level heading here, what this tells your reader is that this part, this section here as a second level heading belongs inside this other section. But we know it doesn't. This client scenario is not part of the introduction. Therefore, it's its own section. And therefore, you will have a first level heading. Now, that said, let's say that you wanted to have a section within this section, then it would be appropriate to have a second level heading. So I've given this bit of an example here. So let's say that you have this larger section called client scenario. We'll have a first level heading here. And then if we want to have a section within this called scenario analysis, now we could go ahead and have a second level heading, which is also bolded, but instead of it being centered, as you can see, it's over here and it's on the left-hand side. Something else just to highlight is that when we have headings, we use something called title case. So what that means is all of the major words within the title are capitalized. You can see here it says it has a capital T, capital U, capital P. That's title case. So sometimes students will do something like this, where it says client scenario and it's got a lowercase s. That's incorrect because we want to use title case.